Mamma mia! Tante cosette da sistemare, ci aspetta. Mamma mia, è un casino!
Σύμμαχοι
È
θα
un
σφραγίσει τη
casino!
θέση μας στην ιστορία!
Vukovićlar muharebeye susamış.
Alberto! Cavolo che Marcello! Mamma mia! Tante cosette da sistemare, ci aspetta. È un casino!
I love you. Now you set my soul on fire. It is not just a little spark. It is a flame. A big roaring flame. I can feel it now.
Mamma mia! Mamma mia, tante cosette da sistemare, ci aspetta. Mamma mia!
So, as you just saw, we will start this video with the new meme unit, the Condottieri Guards. And I didn't really do anything special. I simply slammed in the usual buckler, rare doctrines for the block and damage, mixed with iron side and the usual damage to heroes and damage to units doctrines. And yes, you can play Condottieri on both lines, it's fine. But these clips were recorded in the offensive line, the one that lowers the skill number 2 cooldown, because in my opinion, without this skill, this unit is utterly useless. So, just to cut to the chase, the unit works like a glass cannon. Whoever they slam their shields with dies instantly. Of course, tank units are an exception like the Mudaus and Reapers, but other than being a good flanking unit, and a meme unit sometime, I don't see a good potential for this unit, because unless you push with the team every single time, they will not survive an engagement if the skill number 2 is on cooldown. So, for me, I would rate this unit as a B tier. That is good in expert hands who know how to flank and when to retreat. The second unit on the list we have is the amazing Vanguard Archers, and I'm saying amazing because I feel they will be nerfed soon, because let's be honest, they are OP, and let me explain why. To your surprise, this unit will be in the S tier. All you need to do after getting the mastery is to keep moving. If you stop, you are useless, and you lose most of their mastery buffs. So keep moving. That's the golden rule for this unit. As you can see here, I keep Xing them around to sustain their mastery buff, which increases the fire rate and output damage. So they feel exactly the same way as playing the Iron Cap Bow Riders. In case you saw the video, I was just like roaming the map focusing heroes. So let's dive deep. In terms of movement speed, they are really fast. Almost the same speed as the Fusiliers after they gain the passive. Hence, they are fast from the moment you press the button, from the moment you press the skill number 2. And by the way, the skill became toggle, which is really good for this unit now. So as I was saying, the amazing speed of the unit make them the best archer unit in kiting, especially versus slow targets like reapers and pikes, and even tanky cavalry can't catch up to them. Their damage, of course, will not be that great because they are in the blue category of the units. I mean, a single arrow can deal up to like 500 damage on a reaper or a modal, but they can still be very annoying while kiting these heavy units. I mean, you have seen me kiting cavalry and engaging the Imperial archers, like chasing them down at very close range. In short, I'm saying this unit is the best aggressive, low-tier archer ranged cover unit you can possibly have.
How? I don't know.
And as I was saying way before, the tier 2 Iron Scout cavalry, the green ones, were OP. I'm telling you, this unit will be meta soon as people realize how strong it is. And personally, I do not blame anyone. I am from the few people who did not even recognize this unit till this moment. I tried them once before and I didn't even complete their level and just ended up deleting the whole unit. This unit, as I was saying, is the best in medium to close range as an aggressive ranged support unit. Last two notes that you need to keep in mind is that this unit burns ammo crazy fast, so make sure you just slam in one doctrine that adds extra ammo, and do not forget to activate the skill as soon as you spawn the unit, same as you do with the numkhans if you have them. And this might sound really weird, but you can still slam some speed doctrines on this unit, and believe it or not, that will make them stronger, because you will be able to kite faster and move like crazy, like you will feel like literally controlling cavalry or Hashashins in their movement speed, like the unit is faster than the hero running away.
Έτσι, το βλέμμα σου αυτό θα μου βάλει φωτιά.
Δωράντιο. طبعا بيتخبلوا التانيين ضرب. بتضرب وهي بتمشي.
Für den König. Gossip lingers all day long. Drawing a sword, make it down. Für den König. Für den König. We shall take Flytta kanonerna!
Inre överraskningsanfall!
Fart upp you!
Gossip leaders all day long. Drawing a sword, make it down. Quickly now. Deploy, quickly.
Now to the last unit, which is the Paladins. Well, when it comes to the Paladins, I feel they have become stronger, but not that crazy strong, if you know what I mean. Like, if they spread out or face a frontal engagement, they are one of the best. Their block is very good, their damage output is pretty decent. However, versus high burst damage units or units that can break their block quickly, they crumble so easily. Especially when you group them up and a decent maul or a short sword just knock them down flat on the ground for you, they will die pretty quickly. Like, let me give you another example. Do not heal mid-fight, because the moment you press the heal button, they unlock their block. They lower their shields. Their block is gone for a few seconds. And they raise their swords up in the air. In those few seconds, you will lose probably half the unit. So in order to avoid this, if it's a really a must heal, then press the heal button, then quickly, very quickly, press V to make them relock the shields and take minimal damage. Their healing is not that great, it just literally adds 1k of HP, 1000 HP to every single ally around them, including them and heroes of course. So it's not the best. I mean, if you have serves with mastery, they can heal even more than just 1k. But still, with the mastery, when they heal, they will cause bleeding to any unit that attacked them, okay? So to summarize the Paladins for you, the unit is pretty strong in frontal engagement due to their very high block, and you need to depend on that block a lot. Second point, they can be very strong versus pikes, even the advance of the Imperial pikemen, as you have seen in the video. But do not make any stupid mistakes. Do not charge, do not use the healing, do not do anything that makes them unlock their block. The moment you give them a wrong order and they unlock their block, they are dead. They are so dead. Like, some of you might be wondering, why didn't I charge and go charge versus charge when I was engaging the Imperial pikemen? Well, guess what? In the charge, your block is actually lowered. Your shield is not blocking anything. If I did go a charge versus his Imperial pikemen advance, he would knock down my unit flat to the ground and probably kill half of it or most of it. That's why I decided to just go in slow and steady, press V, and give them the iron side, and that's it. However, this is a very special condition, so when you go versus phalanx, you just simply charge them. The tiny block you have in the charge is enough to face a unit like the phalanx, but it's not enough to face the Imperial pikemen advance, okay? So, tip number 3, Paladins can deal with Celadors if they have a supportive unit that can deal damage quickly to bring the Celadors down. However, they crumble so fast versus Reapers because one slam from the Reaper can break the block of like 3 or 4, maybe even 5 Paladins in front of the single soldier of Reapers. So, in my opinion, the unit will end up in the A tier if you are experienced. If you are not, you will feel it's a B tier because you will be making so many mistakes in unlocking the shield at the wrong time and you will get your unit killed. Okay? So, if you know what you're doing, this is an A tier unit that you can still use if you have. But there are a lot of other alternative like Queen Knights and Varangian Guards, which both are considered an S tier and anti-pikes. Last but not least, before I end the video, I just wanted to try the combat doctrine on the gray hair Garrison. And guess what? I'm not gonna say it worked perfectly, but I'm gonna say it's okay, you know, like it brought a unit, like a dead unit, back to life. So let me explain further. So the gray hair Garrison used to die pretty quickly. After adding the combat doctrine, they heal because they have a very high hit rate when you press the skill number 1 and the skill number 2. Okay? So now, after I equipped the combat doctrine, they become very tanky and they become very good, especially when you play in the era of tier 4 units only. But they do very poorly versus high burst damage units, hence the Wooey. So the Wooey or the Celadors, the Reapers, or any other unit that can deliver high amount of damage, high amount of block break in a short amount of time will easily wipe out the gray hair Garrison. So now I would move the gray hair Garrison from the C tier to the B tier in case you have a combat doctrine and greatest Lamidon. Of course, I'm not saying you should do that because the combat doctrine is one of the rarest doctrines you can get in this game, and believe it or not, there are so many other units that can massively benefit from this doctrine way more than the gray hair Garrison. And that was it. Hope you did enjoy the video, and see you soon in the battlefield, warlords.
طب ما نبعده ونضربوهم تريبوشيت، ايه رأيك؟